Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation for a very long-anticipated Spirits review. T, this one's been a long time coming. I am your King of Extreme, Phil, K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
the quadruple distilled, non-chill filtered, 14-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, Tony fucking G. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Yes, it has been a long time coming. Feels like, dare say, like 12 years or so.
Well done. Weller, 12-year bourbon, folks. You saw the thumbnail. You knew what you're getting into. You're curious. I'm curious. We're all a little curious. The original wheated bourbon, Weller, aged 12 years, Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, 45% alcohol by volume, 90 proof. Always a good proof. Let's hear that cork pop. It's like cracking your neck in the morning.
So, yeah, right off the bat, I hate the fact that this is a twist cap, but this specific spirit has garnered, like, Rip Van Winkle level infamy in some areas.
Well, another reason is because this is one half of the blend of the infamous Poor Man's Pappy, which we're going to do eventually, where you take 12-year and 107, and I forget, one of them's 60, one of them's 40. We'll have to do some research. And
did we just do that now?
Another time.
Okay.
Well, T, I do apologize, but I left my bottle of 107 at an undisclosed location for this evening.
No! You should have been laughing like Palpatine in the background.
Yeah. Well, no, I was just taking it all in. It's like, wow, the prequels really have become pop culture. It took some time, but they did. But all right, back to...
When you set the bar so high with a sequel trilogy.
Oh, boy. God almighty. So let us know in the comments what you think about that. But
time heals wounds. And so does 12 years.
But yeah, keep your eyes on this space for the eventual video of the Poor Man's Pappy blend, but it will not be this evening. But yes, Weller, 12-year. See how it hits the nose.
God. Thin legs, but they're there.
Reminds me a lot of Blanton's.
Yeah, it does.
And not like any old Blanton's, but Barrel 450, the one I've been hanging on to, the one that's really caramel.
I'm getting the caramel, but I'm also getting a heavy dose of chocolate. Like a candy chocolate, like a Hershey chocolate.
Well,
I'm sure that'll be awful.
Yeah, I'm picking up a lot of caramel, a lot of sweet, no heat on the nose.
I got a little tingle, but I went pretty deep. Oh. This has got a marvelous nose. Hope the palate lives up.
All that plus some oaky brown sugar.
Oh, baby.
That's delicious.
Oh, that's fantastic. That hits higher than 90 proof. I would...
Like, yeah, I was going to say, I would guess 101 or bottled in bond if you were to give this to me blind, because it does have... Granted, this is both of our first drink of the day, so give it that.
Right, but no, this has got much... It's not spicy, but it's got that baking spice. Oh, yeah. Now I'm getting the chocolate coming through. Oh, wow. That's really nice. That is really, really nice. Oh, my gosh.
Like, what you're describing as baking spice, I'm kind of getting as, like, oaky brown cinnamon coffee.
Okay.
Now, I want you to read, for the folks at home with your perfect 20/20 vision, what's on the back of the bottle there, T, while I go in for 12 seconds.
Born in 1825, William LaRue Weller was one of the early whiskey pioneers in America. W.L. Weller marketed his original bourbon recipe with wheat rather than rye in the mash bill. Weller spent his lifetime educating consumers about the differences in his bourbon. Wheat is a soft grain, providing this bourbon with a mild, gentle, and smooth sipping experience. Weller also believed in the importance of aging his whiskey. This 12-year-old bourbon whiskey has a deep amber color, yes it does, with complex flavors of vanilla, oak, and cinnamon.
Hey, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
A tribute to the man who made wheated bourbon legendary. And yeah, wheated bourbon is just such a sweet,
now, I don't know if
elegant
it's the
thing.
power of suggestion or maybe I just wasn't picking it up before because but now you do pick up some vanilla.
Yeah.
But it might
I
be
would
the power of
say-
suggestion, but
I would say it was probably getting his candied chocolate was probably the vanilla. Being disguised by like that baking spice flavor. But yeah, I see now, like more
the
like
caramel still really sticks out for me.
it's like a vanilla flavoring, like a vanilla extract. This is really nice.
Goodness.
Yeah, this hits heavier. It's mellowed out a little bit, but it hits a little heavier than 90. I would say like 95.
Yeah, it drinks like it anyways, but wow.
This is beautiful.
So now, T, we get to the really hard part here. The grading. For those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade this as a Buffalo Trace release, as a bourbon, as a whiskey, as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving, and for those new to the show, the secret 6 question. So, T, I think it's fair to say we've had a few Buffalo Trace releases.
Indeed.
On a 5-star scale, how would you rate this?
As a Buffalo Trace, I'm gonna give 3.75.
3.75 is a Buffalo Trace release.
Yeah, because this is just so nice, mellow, sweet, elegant, wheat, beautiful, very sippable, very drinkable, very approachable. Obviously, this is not the Ferrari of the line. You know, there's room for improvement, but we've had other Wellers as well. So I think this one hits.
I'm going to
well
give
above.
it 4 stars as a Buffalo Trace release because, I mean, there's only a handful of things that's better than this from that distillery, but this is amazing. I mean, so yeah, I got to go 4 stars because there's room for improvement, but not a lot.
Right.
Like,
I can't disagree with that.
sherry cask finish. I know they won't even consider that, but I can dream. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. But we move on. Boy, I'm really musical tonight. Well, I'm happy. I get to get into Weller 12. So now, as a bourbon whiskey tea, bourbon.
As a bourbon, I'm gonna go 4 because this it gets to the 12-year age statement by not overdoing it like some do. 15, 18. You don't need to add that extra oak. This has a great level of oakiness. They pulled it at the right time. I can see why this gets the hype that it does. It's so smooth, approachable, sippable, drinkable. This is a 4-star bourbon.
Leave it on your tongue for 12 seconds here because something weird is going to happen when you get to about second 8. You know the little stems on the mulberries, on the mulberry tree, and you're kind of chewing on them for a minute? You're going to get almost the strangest hint of that when you're like, it's like, I don't know how else to describe it, but that was, I know, a very strange thing. But like, yeah, folks from Nebraska will know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, everybody else in all sundry is going to wonder what the hell
I was trying to pick up a fruit earlier and I couldn't do it, but I think
it's not quite a mulberry, but it's like the stem that comes on the mulberry, because you always get a couple of those in your mouth. And so you chew on that for a bit, and it has the slightest essence of the fruit, but there's also like a wooden plant quality there. Okay. So that I enjoy thoroughly. Like, to say I like mulberries would be an understatement. Sure. As a bourbon, that's why I'm going to give it 4.5 stars.
Damn. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's almost a perfect bourbon.
Wow.
Like, it's just shy. Okay. But not by much. Okay. So if you have a bottle, like, this is one of those few instances where the juice is worth the squeeze, in my opinion.
Okay.
Would you like a little more tea?
Just a smidge, if you wouldn't mind.
I mean, I feel like I'm
That's
being
good.
a poor host.
Not at all.
Oh, I dropped a drop. Oh, okay then.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
As a whiskey, put it up against all the bourbons, the Canadians, the Scotches, what have you.
I'm gonna go again 4. This is... Do not cocktail with this. But
if
you could.
did-
You could.
But if you did,
This would be an amazing base for some of the more complicated cocktails out there. I feel like this would be just a great first ingredient on some of the better cocktails. This would be a backbone of a great drink, but this is how you should drink it. Neat. No rock. Like, I think an ice cube would
normally
dilute
I would
this too
advocate
much.
for like a Barks root beer with a bourbon. This would be a mug root beer. You want that little extra creaminess in there. So I'm not saying you should, but if you did.
Right, if you did. No, I'm going to stick with 4 because this is lovely.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm going to disagree with you, but only just.
Okay.
Give it 4.25 as a whiskey because, like, if you wanted to mix this with cola, ooh, Sioux City Sarsaparilla.
I was thinking just a straight up cream soda, like you were thinking.
Yeah, that would be good. Like I said, a sarsaparilla would be really ascendant.
I was talking about complicated cocktails. We're like, ooh, mix it with root beer.
Well, let's be frank. Most people don't go to the extent of I'm going to make a smoky cocktail.
Right.
Like when you're just sitting down and chilling, it's going to be mixed with a cola of some kind. So trying to give you, the people at home, the best direction to go. But now, as a cask-aged spirit,
I'm going to go 4.75 as a cask-aged spirit because, like I said, they hit the home run with the 12-year age statement here. The flavor profile is basically perfect. But being the proof snob I am, I'm going to take off just 1/4 of a point because this, I feel, should be 100 proof.
I feel like a Weller 12-year cask strength would probably be something almost as sought as a William LaRue Weller.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah,
that's like
I would.
Be still my beating heart, but
And
we
cork
can.
it.
Yeah.
So it's not going to get a 5 because I want a little higher proof and a cork because, sorry, like, that's not doing it for me.
As cask aged, I'm gonna be not quite as generous as you and give it 4.25 again.
Okay.
I think it's amazing stuff. It's art and cask aging, but that's a wide world of sports. I'm remembering like there's Cavassier 21 and all this kind of stuff out there. So yeah, I'm gonna go 4.25. Now, shelving. Yeah, this would sit on your top shelf.
This presents so nicely. It's got an amazing
It
reputation.
presents handsomely.
The reputation speaks for itself, and the liquid inside lives up to the hype.
And the proof doesn't make it intimidating.
No.
Like you could also, this would be a good introduction to bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
Like if you were going to introduce somebody like you've never had bourbon before.
They'd be a bit spoiled, but yes.
Yes, but they would know what to consider good bourbon going forward. Now, for those new to this show, the secret 6th question. When this bottle runs empty, will I seek another one? All right, I'm just going to, full disclosure here, folks. This bottle cost me just a little over $200. Okay?
Which I've seen it go for more.
I've seen it go for a lot more. And special thank you to the Secret Santa out there. You know who you are. But yeah, Christmas came early for me that day because the day I got this was also the same day that my other Secret Santa got this. So it was a glorious day. It was a glorious day. My ATM card hurt, but it was a glorious day. So, yes, I would definitely seek this out again, but it's just like, I'm trying to think what would the cutoff point be, and I think anything over $300.
Yeah, I think you got it at about the right price. Given the like you said, people pay a lot more for this. This is really good. Yeah, 200 is probably about that right price range. If I saw it at 200, I'd
probably pull the trigger now that you've had a chance.
Now that I know, yeah.
Yeah, but like, I think if it's got a 3 in front of it, probably pass. There's other really good bourbons out there.
Yeah,
like I'm sure, like
easily.
Yeah, or like bottle of Blanton's isn't too far off. But
any maker store pick for 60 to 70. You'll get a wheated bourbon.
Which would you say is better, Mr. Blanton's? That's tough, isn't it?
I think I'd be inclined to pick this because it's got a bit more approachable sweetness.
Yes, for Blanton's, you got to make sure that you got the barrel that you like.
Yeah.
And if you get the barrel you like, you'll like it for the rest of your life, and it's amazing stuff. For this, you're going to get something good from all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think I got to give it to Weller by a wheat. Just by a wheated nose. So, that, because T, you're looking at my shelves over there. Is it fair to say I like wheated bourbon?
I'm sure there's some non-wheated bourbon back there that I'm not
There's
seeing.
a couple. There's a Knob Creek 12 up there and some Blanton's that's not wheated.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, there's a lot of Maker's Mark.
Right.
So, yeah, folks, say that I like wheated bourbon is a bit of an understatement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, and this one swings up there with any of them. Okay, folks? There's 2 Maker's Mark store picks that I'm thinking of that are a bit better than this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna put it in that league,
the cherry on top. Oh, sorry. What was that? Was that a laugh?
Midnight Creek.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. But anyways.
But yeah, wheated bourbon is amazing stuff, and this did not disappoint at all.
Boy. So, Weller, 12-year, and the soon-to-be coming Poor Man's Pappy review. Keep your eyes on this space, but T, as I'm going to say around here. All that being said, thank you for joining us for this very special, long time coming, anticipated review of Weller 12-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Folks, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us. I hope all of you make it back to the K.O.E Nation happy, healthy, much the wiser. T, take it away.
Weller, you magnificent bastard, you unattainable unicorn, you.
You done it again.
How I love thee. Thanks for stopping in. We'll catch you on the next one.
See if it just smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost, we gotta take it down. Let you down slow, it's hard to survive. El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.